What is a myth that is passed from generation to generation, and people still believe it? I got pregnant in 2002 and people legit told me I shouldn't raise my arms over my head, because the cord would wrap around the baby's neck. Not just great-grandmas telling me this either. People at my restaurant job fussed at me all the time, for getting things off high shelves. Insane. Swallowed gum will stay in your stomach for 7 years. Never seen a single wad of gum, in the hundreds of thousands of stomachs I've looked into. That we use 10% of our brain power or capacity, this was actually proven to be bullshit. 90% of the myths surrounding pregnancy and childbirth. If the baby's heart rate is fast, it's a girl. If you crave sweet things, it's a girl. If you are carrying high, it's a girl. They're the only ones I can think of at the moment, but there are so many other myths out there. My dad insisted that if you didn't dry your hair immediately after getting out of the shower, you would catch your death of cold. As far as he was concerned, letting your hair stay damp would immediately give you a respiratory illness. Similarly, putting away dishes that weren't completely dry would putrefy and poison someone. I know germ theory wasn't very well understood when he was a lad, but water was basically the end of all things as we know it to him. Edit: my dad is not Asian, German, Italian, other European, or strangely enough, a cat. That's enough to suggest this particular myth is a product of its time, rather than a cultural phenomenon. If I get a raise at work, I'll pay more taxes and just make less money. Mom told me if I shaved my legs, the hair would grow back thicker. It doesn't. My friend's friend hid a tab of acid in his shoe, it soaked into his skin and he is now in a mental asylum, and permanently believes he is a glass of orange juice. That Marilyn Manson took out his ribs to suck his pee-pee. That the hymen is a freshness seal like a Snapple cap, has any bearing on virginity, and your first time should hurt and cause bleeding. Every once in a blue moon, I stumble across someone who believes that cabots are a thing. Some people genuinely believe that a cat and rabbit can bang and produce viable offspring, but anyone with an ounce of common sense should understand that it would be impossible. If your eyes stayed open during a sneeze, those MFs would pop right out. Aw man, I come from an Italian family. There are so many crazy old wives' tales. Break a mirror, 7 years of bad luck. If your right hand itches, you're coming into money, if it's the left you're losing money. The most bizarre one is putting a glass on someone's head upside down to see if they have the evil eye on them. A lifeguard in Anna Capri did this to me with a full glass of water to see if the water started to bubble to determine if I had a heat stroke. It was the most bizarre thing in the world. Don't give power or energy to any of this stuff. Some people are very superstitious. Edited to add, if you're wearing an evil eye or Hamsa bracelet and you lose it, the person who had the evil eye on you had their plan backfire on them. I lost a diamond Hamsa last summer that was on my wrist for 3 years, and in the past month lost a platinum evil eye bracelet. Both times I didn't realize they were gone until it was too late. Legend or myth says if you find it, give it back to the earth. The right side of your brain is for creativity and the left is for logic. If I see one more psych student with that sticker, I'm gonna lose it. In my country there's still a lot of people believing that first period blood is good for skin, like if you spread them on your face they said it will make your skin clear and you will not get a lot of acne if you did it. It's dumb, stupid and disgusting. That being out in cold weather will make you catch a cold. The cold is a virus you catch from others and nothing to do with the outside temperature. Someone can be tested to determine their virginity status. Hymens aren't barriers, they aren't supposed to be broken, and they heal when they do tear. No one, not even a doctor, can look at someone and know they're a virgin or not. That reading in dim lighting will cause you to lose your eyesight. That birds will abandon their babies if they have a human scent on them. That going outside in the rain/cold will make you sick. That carrots will improve your eyesight. That it's illegal to turn the inside lights of the car on at night. That sugar causes hyperactivity. Putting something still warm in the fridge will cause it to go bad. Leaving it out actually allows bacteria to grow faster, and putting it in the fridge will reduce the time it spends in the danger zone. Although, it should be put separate from other fridge items, as it can unnecessarily warm those items and potentially reduce their lifespans. Feeding Gizmo after midnight is dangerous. I'm surrounded by loads of little dudes and they are fine. Well, apart from Jonathan, he is a little bugger. If you drop a penny from the Empire State Building, it will kill somebody on the sidewalk. That GMOs are bad. Without GMOs, we wouldn't have a lot of the food we have today. Sugar does not make kids hyper. Before you say I'm a parent, and I can promise you it does, consider when kids have plenty of sugar. Birthday parties, exciting events, etc. that makes them spin up. If sugar was a direct cause of making kids hyper, why can they sit on a couch mashing candy for 4 hours while watching Frost on repeat? There's also the fact that kids are, kids. Sometimes they're activated, sometimes they're not. Regardless of sugar intake. The children now love luxury, they have bad manners, contempt for authority. They show disrespect for elders and love chatter in place of exercise. Children are now tyrants, not the servants of their households. They no longer rise when elders enter the room. They contradict their parents, chatter before company, gobble up dainties at the table, cross their legs, and tyrannize their teachers. Socrates, 469 to 399 BC. Boys playing with dolls, or other traditional feminine toys, will turn them gay. Or that anything will turn people gay or lesbian. You can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family. Yes, you can choose your family. My best friend has been more of a brother to me during my most difficult moments, and my real brothers were nowhere to be found, man shrugging. One that's still not known well is the white people in the South and Middle America that think they are part Cherokee. You're like 99.9% sure to be wrong. Your family is wrong. There wasn't a Cherokee princess or any of that. It's a folk's tale basically. And your grandma was told the same as a kid, she told your mom, our mom told you. People get defensive about this because you have to accept that A, your family accidentally mislead you on something your whole life, and B, you don't have some magic Cherokee princess Native American blood. You're just white. This is what happened with Elizabeth Warren. She was told this tale and believed she was part Cherokee. I was also told this and believed it while growing up. Almost all of my friends were told the same about themselves too. Just a folktale passed down the generations. That pissing in a pool makes the water go purple, because a chemical is added to show up children. A lot of those old wives' tales are just bullshit, to be honest. Here's some I was told while growing up. 1. Eating carrots makes your eyes better. Was actually propaganda from the World War. 2. Emptying a dustpan at night brings in bad luck. 3. Pointing at night upsets spirits. 4. Seeing a black cat is bad luck. I now try to pet every black cat I see. 5. Leaving the fan on at night can kill you. Was not told this personally, but heard it often from friends. 6. Gotta say excuse me when peeing outdoors so you don't accidentally pee on a spirit. 7. Don't eat then swim afterwards or you'll drown. Coming from a traditional background/community, I've got told tunes growing up. Edit, these are actually superstitions. MB. Sticks and stones may break your bones, but words will never hurt. Bullshit. I had to endure people constantly putting me down and mocking me in school, and I felt absolutely worthless and destroyed that people could be that cruel. And my experience is nowhere near as bad as it can get, like false rumors, harassing the parents, etc. Reminds me of that girl, I think it was Amanda Todd? That ended up killing herself because the bullying became too much to bear anymore and people started mocking her parents about her death. Frown. Carrots improve vision. Has to be on the list for top propaganda campaigns. Started in World War II to cover for the use of radar. Still to this day more people I meet believe it than don't. Not a myth exactly, but more of a misconception. Yawning is not because of boredom or for getting more oxygen to your brain. The latest research points to yawning assisting in lowering brain temperature. Here's a WebMD article about it. Edit, here's a good podcast that also talks about it. It's also where I learned all of this. Links will be put in the description, if anyone is interested. Our current civilization model is the only viable way for society to exist. It's a bald-faced lie. The reason astronauts float on the International Space Station isn't because of low gravity, there would actually be 90% of Earth's gravity, but it's actually because it's in a perpetual free fall. I'm not going to say that working hard will automatically make you successful, but unless you get very lucky, not working hard will definitely make you unsuccessful. Thank you for watching Reddit Stories. May you and your loved ones have a blessed day.